Hey everyone, it's Christina, and I'm back to do the last two layouts with using the January kit from Scrapbooking With ME Boutique. As y'all know from the other videos, the kit came with a Spellbinders Die Delights. This is frame 1. It makes this cute little frame. It's a really good little frame for a date, or if you're going to like make a card or something. For this, I'm going to use it to put the date on. Okay, so it came with this little die right here. And all the kits every month come with something to build your stash. And this little die is the stash builder. They also come with something that's a long-term use, like the stickles. The black diamond stickles. You won't use this in like one project. This will take like a year to use up or more, unless you're doing something that has a lot of black diamond stickles on it, or multiple projects. Then it came with an Ultimate Crafts ribbon and lace pack, which I've used most of. This is all I have left, out of 4 different types. Then it came with the Ultimate Crafts pearls, and this beautiful brown and I would honestly say it's a light brown, a tan color of the flat back pearls. And then it came with the Ooh La La Ultimate Crafts paper pad, and that was 24 double-sided sheets. Okay, so we got 2 left to do, and I am going to have to play around with this a minute because I can't remember what I did. I'm sorry. Let's see. I know I have this for and this was not part of the lace that came in it. This is some lace I got from our sister shop, Lighthouse Stop and Shop. And Cindy sells some fabulous laces in there. I don't know where she gets them, but she gets some nice laces. And I have been saving this lace for these layouts. Also, my Diva Time, I have been saving for a layout to use with this lace. These pages are for a swap, and I swap with these ladies all the time, so I wanted to do a nice little Diva page. But I don't know on this one if I'm going to, let's see, I know I got to put that like that. These, I'm not sure what to do with. I could do a side border. You know, I think I'm going to put this like this. And of course, you know, my laces will be tucked under the edges. I'm just playing right now to see how I'm going to lay this out. I think I'm going to offset that. I like to do a lot of offsetting, in case y'all did not know that. I don't really do straight very well. Even when I try to do straight, it ends up crooked. So, oops, I got some more things I got to punch out there. Okay, so I have this that goes inside this die cut. It's a 2-piece die cut. I think I'm going to put it down here in this corner, angled that way. And then we'll have the second page where I will add this right here. I'm going to try to make sure it's the same place. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to need that, I don't think. I'm going to do this one a little different than I did the others, where I have like that, and then, let's see, I forgot to cut this piece down for journaling. So, I think I will lay it not tilted that way, because those other things are tilted that way. I'm going to tilt that way, and we're just going to forget about this piece, I think. Okay, and then I have this lace piece I wanted to use. But what do I want to do with it? That was my intention, but I forgot to cut this. Oh, and this kit also came with some flowers from the from a different collection, not Ultimate Crafts. And I will show you, it has one of the flowers in it that was in the kit that I'm going to use. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what I can do for some journaling. Ooh, I know what I'll do. I'm just going to bend this over, and this will just be a little interactive piece. So we will bend that over like that. And put it right there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think my husband's looking for me. Hold on just one second. What, Danny? I'm in here. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it like that. Maybe. Then what am I going to do with mine? Alright. Let's put that there. Let's put this one. Well, how did I do that? Okay. And this will angle like that. But you know what? I think I am going to, well, I'm not real good at cutting straight though. That's why I don't want to cut it. But if I do that, then you can open it and put a picture inside it or journaling inside it. Okay, it's 2 pieces of lace because this is a 2, 4, 6, 8 swap. So I have 2 pieces of lace. I have, this is the flower that came with the kit right here. And so did this one. So, let me see, what am I going to do with this? No, I am going to tuck that. I am going to, because I want this to stay straight, but this part will be hidden, so my crooked little cut will be fine, because my cutter, of course, is in the living room, because I'm so spread out. Okay, so I got 2 pieces of lace. I got, let's see, I need to incorporate these flowers. 2, 3, and of course most of these all these flowers have come from the boutique, but only 2 of them came from the actual kit. See, I need 4 flowers over here, so let's put this little beige one right like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, so put the lace there. Really doesn't show off my lace though. Let's see. If I do that, take this element out. Kind of center. Well, I feel like I did this on every one of these pages, the exact same. And I just don't want them to be matchy-matchy. Let's see. That one I did straight, so it's not matchy-matchy. That one's angled. And that one is angled. Okay. So basically I'm just angling the back piece, and this, where the photo's going to go, I'm trying to put pretty straight. Okay, then we're going to put a flower here. Let's put this little one here. Let's get one of, no, let's get this one. You know what? Maybe I'll put the big one back here. Hate it when I can't remember how I had something designed when I go to put it together. And bring that down. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Well, let's get this down before I decide it's not what I want again. I'm rushing and I'm making a mess. Alright. I'm really not supposed to be doing videos this late in the evening. With us being on solar, we have to watch how much our electrical usage we do on cloudy days or in the evening. Because we want to go into the night into dark with a full battery bank. I didn't go down straight. Okay. There. Well, I didn't bring my art glitter glue back in here. I'm going to use this in my finger. The things we do for art. Oops. I made a bunch of it drip out. That was not good at all. Okay. Alright, let me wipe my hand off a minute. I got glue, art glitter glue everywhere on me. On my hands. That mess I just made doing that. Okay. Yeah, so much is bubbling up there. Okay, let's see. And I think my friends are really going to like these pages. They're really elegant and kind of understated. And I think that they're really going to like them. We have photos of us cropping, so at different times, different places. So that my goal is, that's the reason for doing them, is to kind of give us somewhere to put our girl time photos, because some of us, we don't have daughters, we have boys. I mean, I have a stepdaughter, but she's grown and was already grown and married and had 2 kids when I met my husband. As a matter of fact, my granddaughter is older than my son. They're in the same grade, but she's almost a complete year older. And don't think that my little brat didn't love to tease her about being her uncle. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say brat. I meant my precious little angel. No, if you knew my son, you would know what I meant. I really meant brat. Okay. I love my son. He's my little miracle baby. After a lot of miscarriages, I was finally able to carry one to term. I stayed in bed for the first 5 months, just about. If I wasn't in bed, I was in my daddy's recliner at his house, at my mama and daddy's house, or I was laying on the couch at my house if I wasn't in bed. And and no one was allowed to talk about the baby. You couldn't talk about it. You couldn't talk about you couldn't buy nothing. If you've been through several miscarriages, you understand. And so, when I got to 5 months, I was elated because I knew that as long as his lungs were developed, that he could survive outside of me at 5 months. And I went into labor every month, at least once. And I would have to go in and get IVs to stop my labor. And then my doctor said in my 7th month, he said, okay, you can go ahead and have him. Next time you go into labor, we're just going to go ahead and have Stephen. I said, okay, sounds good to me, you know. No, that kid didn't ever want to come out then. Couldn't wait to come out until it was okay to. But then once the doctor said, okay, he can come out now. Not my boy. He was 2 weeks overdue. So, this is not the best way to do this. Don't try this at home, folks. It's very messy and very wasteful of your art glitter glue. I feel like I had those spread out more. Okay, now we need, the flowers will be our 8. Gosh, I don't know what I was going to use for the 4. going to use this for our 6. Put 2 of these on each of these mats. Including my big mat on the other page. I know my hand has lots of glue, but just stick to the paper, not me. That one didn't want to stick. Okay. I have that, and I decided what I'm going to do with my 4. I am going to use this. The beige ones. Well, no, because that's really the same thing. And it has to be something different. Okay, so let's see. What can I use for my 4? Where are those little crystals at? There's 1, 2, 3. One of them stuck right here. There's 4. That's what we're going to use for our 4. Let me get this back out. Don't think I want that side up. Down. I want someone to put the flatter side down and put the little triangle side up. They got a little point on them. Okay, we need to set this page aside. Well, first, you know what? I don't know. Thinking I might. Put the stickles around this. Like it's a little bed it's resting on. That'll also help hold that in. No, I shouldn't have done that, but I already did. Alright, that page is going to have to dry. Let's set that up there for a minute and let's get this front page done. Okay, let me find a little something to pop these out. Get our lace down on our brown, and I'm only going to get through one of these. I will try Thursday to get the other page done, and then I have some things I want to do some walkthroughs on. I have opened a little store on Facebook to sell some of my items that I make, and not just my paper items, but also my horseshoe items that I make. And you can find that on Facebook at Blackberry Springs Crafting. That's the name of it. And I have some things I'm going to do walkthroughs on. But I will also do videos on how to make them at a later date. Because I know some of y'all would rather make it yourself, where there are some people that don't want to make it. My sister is one of the ones. She doesn't. This isn't her cup of tea, I don't guess. She will, like if it's my birthday and I want to go to a crop or something and I don't have anyone, none of my friends want to go. But now that I have friends that will generally jump at any chance to go with, to go crop, she's kind of bailed on me, my sister, so, which is okay. I know it's not her thing. Okay, I've got to put something on this to hold this just a little bit. Okay. And like I said, all this came from the kit, except for the cardstock, some of the flowers, and the Diva Time, and the 2 laces I used. It came with lace, but I had this special lace I had bought to use with the Diva Time on a layout. And I've just been waiting for the perfect layout, and since I'm the hostess this month, and it's a 2468, I thought, well, I have those Diva Times I've been waiting to use, and that lace, and I'm going to pull those out, and that's what we're going to use. And this was just a chipboard piece, see, just chipboard piece, and I embossed a lot of it. Hold on just a second, I gotta put this down pretty straight. Oh well, that is for sure not pretty straight. I'll have to do some trimming. Anyway, I embossed the Diva Time with the Nouveau Gold embossing paste that you can embossing powder that you can get through the boutique. First, I gessoed it. I used my Bo Bunny gesso that I got at the boutique, and then I embossed the gold. And then I used, out of my stash on this one, I used this. It's called Vintage Lilac by Stampendous to do the skirt. And then here, I did the blouse of the skirt with the Nouveau Crystal Drops, the gold. And I just dropped it on there, and then I used a paintbrush to kind of dab it around so that it looks like it's got some ruffly looking stuff. So anyway, that's how I made that. And I do have, I think, one more diva time, and I will try sometime, one day this week or next week to do a video on how I did that. I will put it on my calendar so that I get it done. But right now, I'm super busy with a bridal shower and a wedding to get ready for. As y'all know, my niece is getting married to Justin, and his last name is Tuck, and they have been together for 5.5 years, a little over. And, I mean, they've been together since high school. He went to senior prom with her. And they waited to get married until she graduated college, because he promised that he would not marry her until then. And she is a respiratory therapist. She graduated about seven months ago, and they've been planning the wedding since. They're paying for most, the better part of it by themselves. That's about how my sister can't right now because, she's done a little to help. Oh, this is going to harden on dry before I get all this here. Or I won't it. Good thing this stuff is clear when it dries, because I am making a mess. Anyway, she ripped her Achilles heel completely off, and by the time she had the surgery, it was 6 inches. It had retracted 6 inches from where it needed to be, and he really wasn't sure he was going to get her Achilles heel back together, but he feels like he did, and so she's had to take a lot of time off work. Because if she puts any weight on it, that's going to set it back, and he can't fix it again. So, she's been pretty much taking it easy, as much as she will. So anyway, I need to get my album ready for that, and I'm making all kinds of baby stuff right now. So, I'm busy crafting. I have a lot going on. Okay. That glue is just all over my hands. And if you really wanted to give this dimension and really make it pop, you could put this down. Kind of pull these up a little. I mean, they'll go down a little bit more when they but they'll be, not under. And then you could ink your edges and then pop this on pop dots. That would look great. I'm just out of pop dots at the moment. Oops. I took glue off of the shape of my thumbprint. Okay, friends, whichever one of you ladies gets this, do not remove this and use my fingerprint to commit a crime, please. That's something Rachel and my niece were talking about earlier. Because she had wanted something where you put your fingerprint and signed it, and she looked at me and I looked at her. And she said, that could be dangerous. I said, yeah. You're not getting my fingerprint, girlie. Not if I can help it. Okay. So I am just going to outline right here with some stickles because I think it needs a little something. Then I have to put the rest of my flowers on. And what I'm doing is I'm just running my stickles right against the edge. And I'm not letting a lot, well, now that I said that, I wasn't letting a lot of stickles out because I wanted it to be pretty thin. That didn't work so well, so I'm going to go back over this. It's real thin. Put some more black diamond on it. Yeah, that kind of makes that pop a little bit more. Okay, now where to put the other flowers. Maybe that'll kind of... Yep. That's where it's a-going. Okay, so if you're ever asked to do a 2, 4, 6, 8 swap, you will now know how. Just wanted to come up on the ends because it doesn't have a good... I should have used score tape. count it out. We have between our two, I know you're not going to be able to see them all together, but we have the piece of lace here is one lace. Here is two laces. Crooked, but there. Then we have 4 crystals. We have 6 of the brown pearls, flatback pearls. And then we have 8 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is our layout. And now a sneak peek at something I'm working on. I've just got to do a little bit more decorating. Then I'm going to do a walkthrough on this altered box that I did. And I will do that walkthrough sometime this next week. Y'all have a blessed evening. Goodbye.